Top 50 Models in Teaching English Vocabulary. Hello and welcome to our video on the top 50 models and explanations for teaching English vocabulary. As we all know, vocabulary is a crucial part of learning any language, and it can be challenging to find the right approach to help students learn and retain new words. That's why we've compiled this list of the top 50 models and explanations for teaching English vocabulary, so you can find the method that works best for you and your students. 1. Contextualization. Teach vocabulary in context, using real-life situations and examples. 2. Visual aids. Use pictures, videos, and other visual aids to help students connect words with their meanings. 3. Flashcards. Create flashcards with pictures and definitions to help students memorize new words. 4. Word maps. Use word maps to help students see the relationships between different words. 5. Semantic networks. Create semantic networks to help students understand how words are related to each other. 6. Word families. Teach word families, groups of words that share a common root, to help students learn multiple words at once. 7. Opposites. Teach students antonyms, words with opposite meanings, to expand their vocabulary. 8. Synonyms. Teach students synonyms, words with similar meanings, to expand their vocabulary. 9. Homophones. Teach students homophones, words that sound the same but have different meanings, to help them avoid confusion. 10. Prefixes and suffixes. Teach students prefixes and suffixes to help them break down words and understand their meanings. 11. Analogies. Use analogies to help students understand new words by comparing them to words they already know. 12. Mnemonics. Use mnemonics, memory aids like acronyms or rhymes, to help students remember new words. 13. Context clues. Teach students to use context clues, like the words around an unfamiliar word, to understand its meaning. 14. Word formation. Teach students how to form new words by changing the form of an existing word. 15. Chunking. Teach students to break down longer words into smaller parts to help them understand and remember them. 16. Personal connections. Encourage students to make personal connections to new words by relating them to their own experiences. 17. Multiple meanings. Teach students words with multiple meanings to help them develop critical thinking skills. 18. Realia. Use real objects or materials to help students understand new words. 19. Word games. Use word games, like crossword puzzles or word searches, to help students learn and retain new vocabulary. 20. Songs and chants. Use songs and chants to help students learn new vocabulary in a fun and engaging way. 21. Roleplay. Use roleplay to help students practice using new vocabulary in real-life situations. 22. Dialogue completion. Use dialogue completion exercises to help students learn how to use new words in context. 23. Storytelling. Use storytelling to help students learn new vocabulary in a memorable way. 24. Dictation. Use dictation exercises to help students practice spelling and reinforce new vocabulary. 25. Jigsaw Activities. Use jigsaw activities to encourage students to work together and share new vocabulary with each other. 26. Word jumble. Use word jumble exercises to help students unscramble words and understand their meanings. 27. Guess the word. Use guess the word exercises to help students practice inferring the meaning of new words from context. 28. Silent period. Allow students a silent period to observe and absorb new vocabulary before requiring them to use it. 29. Word walls. Create word walls in the classroom to help students visualize and review new vocabulary. 30. Word of the day. Introduce a new word each day and encourage students to use it in conversation and writing. 31. Virtual field trips. Take students on virtual field trips to English-speaking countries to help them learn new vocabulary in context. 32. Word association. Encourage students to associate new words with familiar words or phrases to help them remember them. 33. Word banks. Create word banks for students to reference when writing or speaking to help them expand their vocabulary. 34. Word puzzles. Use word puzzles, like word scrambles or crossword puzzles, to help students learn and retain new vocabulary. 35. Flashcard games. Play games using flashcards to make learning new vocabulary fun and engaging. 36. Language exchange. Arrange language exchanges between students from different countries to help them practice using new vocabulary in real-life situations. 37. Dictogloss. Use Dictogloss exercises to help students practice listening and writing new vocabulary in context. 38. Peer teaching. Encourage students to teach new vocabulary to their peers to reinforce their own understanding. 39. Visual dictionaries. Use visual dictionaries to help students learn new vocabulary through pictures and definitions. 40. Pronunciation practice. Practice correct pronunciation of new vocabulary to help students use the words correctly in conversation. 41. Multisensory approach. Use a multisensory approach to teaching vocabulary, incorporating sight, sound, and touch to reinforce new words. 42. Collocations. Teach students collocations, words that often appear together, to help them use new vocabulary in context. 43. Pre-teaching vocabulary. Pre-teach vocabulary before reading or listening activities to help students understand and retain new words. 44. Comprehension checks. Check for comprehension of new vocabulary during and after activities to ensure understanding. 45. Error correction. Correct errors in the use of new vocabulary to help students learn the correct usage. 46. Differentiated instruction. Provide different activities and approaches for different learning styles to help all students learn new vocabulary. 47. Authentic materials. Use authentic materials, like news articles or social media posts, to teach students new vocabulary in context. 48. Corpus analysis. Use corpus analysis to identify common usage of new vocabulary and help students use the words correctly in context. 49. Academic vocabulary. Teach students academic vocabulary, words commonly used in academic settings, to help them succeed in academic contexts. 50. Encourage reading. Encourage students to read in English to help them expand their vocabulary and see new words in context. That concludes our list of the top 50 models and explanations for teaching English vocabulary. We hope you found these methods helpful and informative. Remember, the key to successful vocabulary instruction is to find the approach that works best for you and your students. Happy teaching!